They're off. Princess Talisi, Mr. Senator, the slowest to leave, along with Empress Lynx in the red. Mrs. Lyndhurst got a great start, goes for that lead, easy peasy racing down on the outside as they make their way now toward the final six. A natural dancer has moved swiftly through against the rail with uncaptured Empress, and they match strides on the way passing the six. Back in third, Mrs. Lyndhurst, shared with Superior. She's my hedge fund, rather easy peasy. She's my hedge fund, races back in fifth, possibly six off that lead as they leave the five. Superior is 3 lengths back, joined by Super Alex now on the go. A gap opens up to the grey Mr. Senator. Empress Lynx is next and Princess Talisi last. They're about to arrive at the half mile and go spinning into that turn, and it is Natural Dancer asked to kick away from them. Uncaptured Empress right there in a tight group of horses. She's my hedge fund is the one racing down against the rail. But there goes Mrs. Lyndhurst now picking up to move second. In behind them, easy peasy asked to go. Super Alex now on the move and beginning to make eye-catching progress. Mr. Senator races up next with Superior. Then Empress Lynx, and at the back it's a Princess Talisi as the field come thundering into the top of the lane. Super Alex on the outside kicking in. Mrs. Lyndhurst in the orange in the center giving way. Natural Dancer and She's My Hedge Fund near the rail, but it is Super Alex with the advantage now beginning to open up. Mr. Senator trying to close with Uncaptured Empress running on the spot at the moment, but it is Super Alex. She's My Hedge Fund finally gets room on the rail, but Super Alex is out in front. Here is She's My Hedge Fund with a roar against the fence, but Super Alex has done it. Super Alex wins by maybe 3. She's My Hedge Fund is second. Then Mr. Senator, Natural Dancer, close between Mrs. Lyndhurst and Uncaptured Empress. Moment. Now he is. They're off for the Seeking My Dream trophy. Sunity and Chippy Taurus Boy, the slowest to leave. Mahogany with a big weight, totes it well on the outside. Mamma Mia moving up as the Speed Jewel now is on, as they make their way down the back stretch, and Mamma Mia, the lightweight, has that lead over the big weighted Mahogany. They lead the 6. A gap of some 6 or 7 lengths to Divine Force with work to do. A break of some 4 to Taurus Boy. Further and Beyond in the Gold Silks races second from the back, and Sunity and Chippy brings up the rear. They've left the 5. They've run now toward the final half of a mile in the Seeking My Dream, and Mamma Mia, the fleet-footed filly, leads up. Mahogany continues the chase, a length and a piece back as they swing past the half mile. A gap of 6 or more to Divine Force. Taurus Boy 3 lengths further back. A break of some 4 to Further and Beyond, and a stoked up Sunity and Chippy, but the leaders arrive at the 3. They have a commanding advantage, these two. Mamma Mia now tested by Mahogany as they arrive at the 5/16. They're about to come into the lane. The filly, Mamma Mia down on the rail. Mahogany, the big weight on the outside, now kicking in, and Mahogany takes a slim lead. Mamma Mia will try the fight back on the rail, but Mahogany at the moment looks to be too strong. Inside the final 3/16, it is Mahogany out in front, responding to a touch or two of the right-hand stick. Mamma Mia continues the chase. Further and Beyond now asked to close up on the outside. It is Mahogany, a 16th to run with that lead. Action-packed, Ray and Lewis all over Mahogany. Here is Further and Beyond exploding on the outside. Further and Beyond grabs him and wins the Seeking My Dream. Mahogany is second. Mamma Mia looks to be just third over Divine Force. They're off for the Mark My Word. They head Cornerstone. Marginally slowly out, but Miniature Man misses it badly and has a lot of catching up to do as the field run into that clubhouse turn. They're into it now, and Blue Vinyl has taken charge early and gone straight to the lead and opens up some 2 lengths, outbid a chasing in second. Toward the inside, they head Cornerstone, right alongside Gone in the Grill, and a gap to the slow-starting Miniature Man yet to recover. They're about to take now to the backstretch. They do so now and make their way toward the 6, and Blue Vinyl under a snug wrap leads up, outbid her a length and a half back. They head Cornerstone as they lead the 6, moving closer in third. Gone in the Grill racing back in fourth, and Miniature Man now making up some lost ground as they race toward the final 5. Blue Vinyl attempting to go all the way. Outbid are now pressing just 3 parts of a length down. The head Cornerstone watches them from third, just 2.5 to 3 lengths off that lead. Miniature Man is a further 3 1/4 to 3.5 lengths back and racing at the back of the field and beginning to fade. It's a Gone in the Grill as Class catches up with him and the field arrive at the 7:16. Stablemate, a Blue Vinyl striding out. Now the rider lets out a notch, and Blue Vinyl slips away by some 3 lengths. The head cornerstone is driven to get closer. Outbidder also under the pump. Miniature Man races up next. And forget Gone in the Grill, who has missed the bus as they're coming into the top of the lane, and it is Blue Vinyl in complete control under a hand ride. The rider having a peep in his mirrors, and Blue Vinyl has a clear lead. The head cornerstone best of the rest. Miniature Man has made some progress after the poor beginning. Outbidder races up next, but it is all up in front. Blue Vinyl leaves the furlong pole and leaves the entire field for dead. It is Blue Vinyl opening up double digits with every stride, and Blue Vinyl will win the Mark My Word trophy in complete control. The head cornerstone is second. Miniature Man is third. Outbidder is fourth.
Ready for a start. They're off and racing. That's a beautiful line as the field now heads towards the 6 furlong point on the course. And it is easy peasy right there. On the outside, that's Loyal Action, rushing up Geolithic, and Geolithic mean business as they pass the 6. Settle back in fourth, about 3 lengths off that lead. That is Wow How, overtaken by California Gold. Then comes Huntsman as they pass the 5. Wayne's Princess comes next, and racing at the back of the field, that's Burning Valor. They head towards the 4, and it is Geolithic on that lead. Geolithic right there too, that is in rushing down on the outside of Geolithic. That's Loyal Action. Then comes Easy Peasy. Right there in fourth, that's California Gold. Here comes Huntsman hunting up a space. Also coming on to that Wow How, and the trailing pair of racing at the back of the field. That is Burning Valor, and they're at the top of the lane, and it's Geolithic on that lead. Geolithic, here comes Huntsman out wide and coming forward. Burning Valor begins to find late footing along with Loyal Action. It is still making the runnings. Geolithic, Huntsman trying to get to Geolithic, coming to the half a furlong pole, and Huntsman finishing with purpose. Geolithic trying to hold off Huntsman. Geolithic in front. Huntsman trying to get to Geolithic, but Geolithic will last from Huntsman in second. Then comes Wow How back in fourth. That's Burning Valor.
And stays in. Field in 9, they're off and racing. Charming Beauty gets a good start wide with Press Conference. Cripps is on the rail with Power alongside. Billy Whiz moving through runners. The head cornerstone and the Ring Charmer race toward the back of the field. And last of all, held off the fractions, that's Positive ID. Billy Whiz slips through at the mile and gets that lead, quickly going away by a length and increasing it. Power races in second. Charming Beauty is back in third. Press Conference zooming down on the outside, overtaking Charming Beauty. So Press Conference now gets the third over Charming Beauty. Ring Charmer a close-up fourth. Toward the outside, the head cornerstone, Crimson racing alongside. As they charge down the back stretch toward the back of the field, it is a Positive ID. Out front, Billy Whiz striding strong as they lead the 6, leading up by some almost 4 lengths. Power is racing on the inside. Press Conference now nosing in front of Power. Positive ID has made good progress. Ring Charmer is racing up next. Charming Beauty on the outside. Crimson occupies the rail run, and the head cornerstone in the white at the back of the field. Still a ways to go. They're about to arrive at the half mile and go running that home turn, and Billy Whiz attempts to go gate to wire with a 3-length lead. Power continues the chase with Press Conference attached to the outside. Here is Positive ID now beginning to make steady ground. A break of 5 lengths to the head cornerstone. Ring Charmer, that run looks to have petered out. Then Charming Beauty and Crimson at the back with a mountain to climb as they come passing the 5/16. They're coming into the lane, and Positive ID has now shot through and grabs the lead from a tiring Billy Whiz. Power begins a run down against the rail. Toward the outside, that's Press Conference, but Positive ID holds the lead, getting cracks of that right-hand stick. Now it's switched to the left hand, and Positive ID will have to hold off Press Conference. Billy Whiz trying to come with a late run. It's Positive ID and a Trevor Simpson OD and Positive ID, and Trevor Simpson will take the 7th by maybe 3 lengths. Press Conference just second over Billy Whiz, then the head cornerstone and the Power. Field in line for the Caymanas Park Announcers Trophy. They're off. Heroin come away toward the back of the field. Burlap racing on the outside, Money Market in the orange sleeves racing close to us along with Oasis, Jack now wanting that lead. Princess Sylvia races out wide with She's My Friend. Just down against the rail, that's a Grecian Light, Life is Life in between horses. Super Alex races next with Provocativa. No More Deals is next. In behind those we have Gilbert as they make their way now arriving to the half-mile marker. All full of us to pick up from the back. Whiskey and Paw from above races a team. Forget Heroin with Mount Everest to climb. They make their way now toward the final 3/8 of a mile. Oasis Jack battles for that lead. Toward the outside, asked to close up, that's a Burlap, and running in between horses, that's Money Market as they make their way now toward the top of the lane. Oasis Jack down against the rail. Money Market in between horses. Burlap is the one out, 3 wide. Grecian Light now asked to come from behind horses. Provocativa is also making late progress, but up front it is Money Market, just the leader. Oasis Jack now coming on once again, and Oasis Jack strikes the front from Money Market. Grecian Light trying to get closer down against the rail, but up front it is Oasis Jack and Radish Roman. He has a triple and takes it by 4 lengths. Close between Grecian Light, possibly second over Money Market. Then Provocativa. Super Alex goes by with Power from above. They're off. Your start, Zulu Warrior left behind. Impressive Force, Sheer Delight, they match stride. Supremacy rushing up, and these 3 spread across the track as they charge away down the far side and make their way toward the 6. Zulu Warrior and Riches to Rags come next, and the King Pie a long way last with a lot to find as they've dashed past the 6. Supremacy a narrow leader, Sheer Delight right alongside. Impressive Force racing out wide of horses. Zulu Warrior filling the sandwich, and on the rail Riches to Rags. At the moment King Pie going nowhere as they've left the 5 and run toward the final half of a mile. Supremacy just the leader from a Sheer Delight. Impressive Force now getting closer with every stride. Riches to Rags in a handy spot down against the rail as they charge away now toward the final 7/16. Supremacy just the leader from Sheer Delight and Impressive Force. Zulu Warrior and Riches to Rags 2 lengths in behind them, and King Pie left out of it as they blasted past the 3 and are about to arrive at the 5/16. Supremacy on the rail, just the leader. Impressive Force now asked to kick in on the outside. Sheer Delight in between runners, but it is Supremacy at the top of the lane who continues to lead. Here is Impressive Force now, and Radish Roman on the outside. Supremacy battling Impressive Force. Sheer Delight fading back, but Impressive Force now snatches the lead. Supremacy refusing to quit. It is Impressive Force on that lead. Supremacy coming once again. They're inside the final 16. Tevin Foster and Supremacy show their noseband in front. It's going to be a head bob. It's close. Too close to call. Supremacy going by with Impressive Force. Then Sheer Delight. Riches to Rags is back and forth.
They're off and racing. Marginally missing it and racing at the back of the field. That's March and Shoot as She's My Friend breaking smartly along with Provocativa and Oasis Jack right behind them. That's Life is Life as they head towards the 6 furlong point on the course. Then comes Burn Notice right in the rail. Quaker tracks him on the outside. Then comes No More Deals and still racing marginally at the back of the field. That's March and Shoot. They head toward the 5, and it is She's My Friend and Provocativa. Provocativa now narrowly goes on. What She's My Friend not giving an inch and fights back against the rail. They're tracked by running in 3rd. That's Oasis Jack as they come towards the 4. Life is not far off and about 4 lengths behind in 4th. Then comes March and Shoot. Burn Notice is making a sharp move along with That's No More Deal, and Quaker now left at the back of the field. They've left the 3, and it is Oasis Jack now assumes the lead. Oasis Jack kicks away from She's My Friend. Also coming on out wide, that's Life is Life It is Oasis Jack in front and traveling nicely. Now kicks away by 3. Life is Life is chasing hard. Here comes on the outside. That's Burn Notice coming down the middle of the racetrack with intent. But it is Oasis Jack in front. Burn Notice, Life is Life. It's going to be a tight affair. Oasis Jack still in front. Burn Notice begins to get into gear. Oasis Jack in front. Burn Notice is closing like a well-oiled machine, and Burn Notice now goes on to beat Oasis Jack in Division 2 of the ONS Attack Room. Then comes Life is Life and March and Shoot back and forth.